I don't want you to fool yourselves to death, ladies and gentlemen. You know, you can live your life in one of two ways. You can either live your life and achieve happiness, or you can live your life trying to find happiness. These two things are different. There can only be one path to happiness. If there's only one path to happiness, and you're all on different paths, then only one of you in this room can be right. If I asked you, put your hand up if you are, let's say, a teacher. There will be some of you who will put your hand up and say, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, I was a teacher. Then if I asked you, put your hand up if you're a doctor. Or if medicine was your profession, or something related to medicine, then there will be some of you who will put your hand up. Then if I ask you if you want to be a scientist, that could be a computer scientist, a physicist, a biologist, a chemist, whatever. Something to do with science. Some of you will put your hand up. If maths was your field of interest, I ask you that, and then there will be others who will put their hand up. Then there will be those who will say, actually, Swami Nuhansa, at a very young age, I realized that studying education was not my thing. I was not very good at school anyway, so I chose sport. So that is how I wanted to make a future for myself. These are all different paths that you have chosen, with or without help from those who you lived with or without guidance. You have somehow chosen that path, those paths, and now you are on these paths. You are all on these paths because you all want to get to one destination. Don't you see the irony in that? If you're all after the same thing, how can you all be on so many different paths? Either you're all wrong, or everyone but one in this room is wrong. I have also chosen a path, as you can see. This is my path. This is your path. Our paths are very numerous. Either we're all wrong, that can also be possible. None of us have discovered the path to happiness. Or everyone in this room but one is wrong. And I'm not going to suggest that it is me right now. Let's assume it's one of you in the audience who's got it right. So one of you in this audience has chosen the right path, and everyone else, including myself, we all got it wrong. Okay? If you had chosen the right path, if you are on the right path, then the answers to these questions should be yes. Ready? Here's my question. Oh, here are my questions. You are never disappointed. You are never frustrated. You never get annoyed. Why am I saying these things? Because these are things that you don't want in your life. Agreed? Sorrow. Anyone? Volunteers? Fear. Anyone? Anyone want it? Anger. Anyone? But I ask you the question, ladies and gentlemen, are these things you're all free of? Are you? So if I ask you, when was the last time you felt disappointed, you got to be able to say, Swami Nuhansa, I don't remember. And there can't be anything wrong with your memory either. Yeah, if you got short-term memory loss, or memory loss of any sort, then you don't qualify to play this game with me. Because then you win. Yeah, then it's not an equal playing field. But if none of you have this problem, you don't have memory loss, you're all fine, then I ask you the question, put your hand up if there's anyone in this room who doesn't remember the last time they were disappointed. If you do, we are going to swap seats. Because you have also discovered the path that I'm on. These are things that you struggle with, but you are all on different paths in life. What does that tell you? I mean, put aside all the things society has taught you, the things you learnt in books, the things you learnt from your friends, right? Put all that to a side and just use your own intuition, use your own intelligence, use your own common sense, and come to some conclusions about whether the path that you're on, for the purpose of happiness, what is happiness again? Freedom from all of these things. Is there a better, do you define happiness in any other way? What is your definition of happiness? There are two things you have to keep happy. One, you need to have a comfortable body, right? And for that you need 4 things. These 4 things are what we call the 4 requisites. They are required and therefore they are called the requisites. You need clothes to keep you warm or cool. You need food to sate your hunger. Food includes water if you're thirsty. You need medicines when you break, when you fall ill. And then you need shelter to keep you free from the elements, safe from the elements, safe from predators, and all those sorts of things. Okay? Let's just assume on our level playing field, we all have that equally. Right? This is how we're going to play the game. All of us, we have an equal amount of these 4 things. Now, the physical problem is solved. Next, we move on to the mental realm. In the mental realm, now we have diversity. Here's where we begin to have the differences. In the mental realm, you have these problems. So physically, your happiness is when you have the 4 requisites. Mentally, what is your happiness? Answer. Mentally, what is your happiness? Is it not a moment when you are free from all of this? Is that not what happiness is for you? Moments in life when you are free from all of these, is that not what happiness is for you? Things that without which you would be happy. I would like to propose to you, ladies and gentlemen, that happiness is a moment in your mind when you have none of these. Not some of these, not one of these, but none of these. A moment in your mind when you have none of these is a moment of happiness. This is what I propose to you. Take a moment to think about whether you agree with that or not.